G'day guys, welcome back to another week of building the Santisima Trinidad. This week we're going to be doing the second level of gun ports on the ship, cutting them out and framing them. For this one, the frames we're using are parts 90 and 91. They're on sheet 8 of the laser cut boards. So I believe there's another 36 ports to cut out and frame. So as I said, we've got parts 90 and 91 which we'll be cutting out, and then I'll sand up the little laser cut tabs that are on there, and I'll make sure not to mix up the two because they are a different size. 90 slightly bigger than 91. So this is going to take me a little while, so I'll go ahead and finish cutting these all out and then we'll come back. Okay, all these have been cut out, sanded, and I've made a few of them up, the frames up already. They're pretty fiddly to do. They tend to squirm out when you don't want them to. So I just grabbed two 90s, two 91s. And we'll start putting them together just using white glue. Right, it's difficult to get a good camera position for this. And then once I've got it together, I'm just using the squares on the mat to make sure it's nice and square, which it is. And that's all there is to it. So I'll do one more, and then the rest of them I'll just do off camera, and we'll come back when we start cutting the gun ports out. I believe we're going to be cutting gun ports for the next 2 weeks. I've got 36 to do on the second level this week, and then next week we'll have another 36. And then after that, I believe we're going back to planking the rest of the hull. So that's 12. I've got another 24 to go. So I'll do the rest of them off camera, then we'll come back and we'll start cutting the gun ports and putting these frames in. Okay, we've got the marks on here from when we used the template to mark it up. You just get the frame, line those marks up in the middle of the frame, and then just mark around the outside edge of it. I never cut right to the very edge to start with. So just work towards it. Still some holes around inside that edge. Usually millimetre, 2 millimetres inside the line. Once we've got that done, we just start cutting between the holes. It's a lot easier cutting with the grain like that than it is going across it in this way. I'm actually thinking going forward I might even put 4 holes across this way just to make it that little bit easier. And then just trim it up a little bit closer to the lines. And then once we get it within about 1 millimetre, we'll start sanding it and checking the frame so we don't go too big with the hole
and it just then falls through. We don't want that. So seeing the sanding takes quite a while, or filing it down takes quite a while. I'll speed the video up from here, otherwise it'll take quite some time, and then we'll come back shortly. Okay, once that frame's in, reset back about 1mm like the others there. I just use a bit of thin CA glue so it runs down into that gap, and then that's finished.
Okay, that's that side done. 17 gun ports cut and framed. I've still got to do the other side, but I can finish this video off now and I'll get that done over the next day. Took about 6 hours all up to do this side of the ship. That was off and on because naturally I've got work in between. The next video we'll be cutting out the third and final row of gun ports down here, and then the week after we go back to finishing the rest of the planking. So that's what's basically slowing all these videos down at the moment. This one and San Felipe, it's all planking and gun ports, so it slows things down a fair bit, but I'll get the video out as soon as I can. So thanks for joining me and hope to see you next time. Cheers.